Okay, we're trying something new. Quickie movie review time. I just watched Wonder Woman 1984. Obviously, should have seen this movie in an ideal world about 6 months ago. Didn't happen. Instead of watching it on my phone, not quite the same experience. Obviously, you don't want to watch a movie like this, particularly for the first time in that way, but this is the world we live in, and that's how it is. Kind of disappointed in the movie. Um, the first Wonder Woman is like legitimately one of the best comic book movies of all time. I mean, you know, it's justly looked at that way as one of the best. This sequel's kind of like, I'd kind of compare it to like an average episode of a TV series. Like if this was a Wonder Woman TV series, a new Wonder Woman TV series, and this would be like an average episode of that. It's okay. It's not terrible. I'm not railing against it or anything, but it just didn't. Big thing for me. There's like, and I'm not someone who needs wall to wall action, even in a superhero movie. There's no action in this movie. Like the first like 90 minutes of this movie has like one action sequence, and then there's like a really good scene right at the beginning, like a little action montage of Wonder Woman going around and stopping crimes, and everything, which is probably the best scene in the movie. It's kind of got this kind of gee whiz, old fashioned comic book spirit to it, and you know, and then they kind of just settle in for like kind of a boring first half of the movie. I mean, like I said, I don't need wall to wall action, but you know, if you're not gonna have a lot of action, you really got to have the story to kind of to back it up or to carry it, and they really don't. It's just kind of like I said, just kind of an average movie all around. The villain is not interesting to me. He's he's clearly modeled after Donald Trump. I mean, I'm sure the filmmakers would even admit to that. But he's not very interesting or threatening. He's just kind of a ninny. He's just not compelling as a main bad guy. Kristen Wiig is very good though. That's like you know, that was a big question mark going in. I was like, really, Kristen Wiig playing like a comic book villain? No, she's actually really good in this movie. That's like a risky casting choice, and it pays off. She's legitimately very good. Um, but and they bring back Chris Pine, and I won't do the spoiler thing and say how it happens, but I mean it's not a spoiler that he comes back because it's in all the advertising and everything, but it's fine. Like it's fine. It's just fine. Like this movie is, you know, you want it to be better than it is. You want it to be great. I mean, fuck, it's the first. This and Tenet are the only goddamn movies we've gotten that are big movies since like March. You want them to be great. You know, Tenet was pretty good but disappointing, and this one's just kind of okay and disappointing. Like it's too bad. You know, I mean, Gal Gadot is still a treasure. She's incredible, but like she's they kind of underuse her. It's one of these. Again, without doing the spoiler thing, it's one of these superhero movies you don't see them too often. Remember a while back, you saw a lot of these where it's like they were doing superhero movies where it was constantly we're gonna have the superhero not be a superhero for much of the movie. Like Dark Knight Rises, Batman's not Batman for much of that movie. Iron Man 3, Iron Man is not Iron Man for a lot of that movie. It's kind of like that here. Again, no spoilers, but she kind of isn't Wonder Woman for a pretty good chunk of this movie. Um, but second half of the movie is a little better. There's a little more action. There's um, a little more to hold the interest. Again, the story is just okay. It's just it's just okay. Like my overall feeling is about this movie is it's fine. Like it's, and again, you know, had I seen this movie properly on a big screen, probably in IMAX, I maybe would have been into it a little more than I was. But you know, I don't know if down the line somewhere maybe I'll have a chance to see it in theaters. But you know, it's just an okay movie. You know, I certainly hope this isn't the last Wonder Woman movie. I would assume they're gonna keep making them. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of it's like a filler movie. It's like if they were making one of these a year or something, and they're like, well, we got to churn out our Wonder Woman movie for this year. Let's just throw something together, and it's kind of how it feels. Like they kind of just threw it together. The movie's got its heart in the right place, but it's just, I don't know. Just I wasn't that into it, and the story's not very good, and you know, once they actually have action in the movie, it's pretty solid. But you know, disappointing movie. But hey, what the hell? Of course it is, because it's 2020. Why not have why not have the Wonder Woman movie be a disappointment too? Because everything else has fucking been disappointing in 2020. But so I know you all come to me for the movie reviews. That's of course what these videos are all about. Um, but my 2 cents is Wonder Woman 1984 is kind of disappointing. I suppose if I give it a rating out of 10, maybe give it maybe a 6. But the first one was probably a 9. So um, so disappointing movie. But oh well, you know. I still hope we get more Gal Gadot. We love you. We need more Gal Gadot, and you know, certainly hope that I guess we won't know how this movie does because it's sort of getting that theatrical release too, and it's on I guess it's on HBO Max for like a month, and then it's gonna be I don't know what it is. Then it's like only in theaters, and then it comes back to I don't know what it is. We'll never probably know how this movie would have done. I don't think it would have been nearly as big of a hit as the first one. First one was like a cultural phenomenon. This one would have been probably successful, but just kind of a movie, just a movie, you know. So, well, anyway, so about 6 out of 10 for the movie. Not terrible. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't hating the movie, but I wasn't that into it.